Welcome to XXL RC. Today we're going to do another unboxing. I got a pretty cool new little truck just the other day in the mail, so I'm going to open it up, give you guys my first impressions of it. I'm kind of excited about this truck. I wanted to, I don't know, I've had like the need for speed lately, so I used to have an X01. I had it for a little while. I didn't really run it too much. I don't really have somewhere to run something like that other than like in the street. So it gets kind of old quick. So I thought about like an Infraction or something like that. But I couldn't justify the money on something like that because I figured it would be the same as the X01. So ARRMA actually has two new cars. They're like on road. They have the Vendetta, and then they have the what I call the baby Infraction. It's actually the ARRMA Infraction MEGA. It's a brushed truck, but could be upgraded. So let's take a look at what's in this box and see what kind of fun we're gonna have. Okay, well, I bet you can guess now just by looking at the packaging. And I kind of gave that away in the beginning when I was talking about the baby Infraction and the Vendetta. So what do you guys think's in this box? It's the baby Infraction. You know, I really was thinking about the Vendetta. You know, it's pretty enticing. It's got a brushless system. They advertise that it can go 70 miles an hour out of the box with the optional gearing. But I just really like the looks of the Infraction. And I thought it would be cool just to get something like this. Relatively on the low end as far as price goes, and then we can upgrade it along the way. So I'm pretty excited to get this thing. I haven't seen one in person, so let's get it out of the box here. Oh yeah, look at this thing. I'm not crazy about the paint schemes. They're kind of but I really just like the body that they put on the Infractions. It's almost like the Outcast a little bit, but just a little bit more street. And the one thing that really pushed me towards the Infraction as opposed to the Vendetta was these tires. They look like they could handle a little bit more off-road, where the Vendetta has like street tires on it. So that was, well, that and a couple other things. Like I said, I want to start out small and work my way up. Put a brushless system in it after I beat on it with the brush system for a while. I'm just really interested to see how this does straight out of the box, and then we can build up on that. You know, the diffs are the same spec as the Vendetta. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on here that's the same as the Vendetta. I think it's just tires, body, and then the spur and the pinion. Maybe there's a couple other little things, but for the most part, they're nearly identical. So let's crack this thing open, see what we got in here. I think this one is like fully ready to run. Pretty sure there's a battery and a charger in there, although I don't think I'll be using either of those. Maybe for the first run, just to see how it is, but the charge is going to be super slow. It'd be okay for a beginner. And the battery's nickel metal, I'm sure. So I mostly, well, pretty much everything I run lipos on. But oh man, wow! I said I didn't really care for the paint, but I decided to go with the red, white, and blue one. I liked it much better than the teal and tan and brown. It's kind of a weird combination, but this is really, really cool. Let me get it out of the box. I'm going to put it on the bench and we can really take a look at it. But yeah, wow, it looks a lot better than it does in pictures online. Okay, got her out of the box. Wow, I am super impressed with this paint. Like I said before, I wasn't really all that impressed with either of them. I thought the red, white, and blue looked better than the teal, brown, and tan. but seeing it in person for the first time now, I really, really like it. The white and the blue are like metallic, and then like there's splatter marks of the blue on the bed here. It looks really, really cool, and I really like it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but that blue looks just really, really nice with the metallic flake in there. All right, let's pop this body off and see what's underneath. And this is one thing that I really like with the ARRMAs. You know, I'm not the biggest ARRMA fan. Most of my stuff is Traxxas. I do have a couple of ARRMA. I have an Outcast and the Outcast 8S. So I have very few ARRMAs, but this is one thing that they do that most of the RC companies out there don't do, and I think it's really awesome. It's these body clip retainers, because I don't know how many body clips I've lost over the years, but it's a lot. Now these, if they pop off while you're driving, they're attached to the body with this little tether. So just really nice, simple touch that makes a huge difference. You don't have to worry about where your body clips are at. And I haven't even lost them while driving. Sometimes you just lose them, you know. You forget they're sitting on your body and you pick the thing up and they all go flying. Nicely done underneath. I see it's got some protective film on the sides, right where these would be rubbing. It's also got some protective film where the body posts are. Really, really nice. And then ARRMA's got their signature "Don't Just Bash, Blast" on there. So super cool. Let's set that off to the side for now, and let's just take a look at the chassis. This does have a brushed system. It's a 9-turn motor, so it's probably not the slowest, and it is a 570 size motor, so it's a little bigger than what you would normally see in a brushed car. The thing actually does have some weight to it. I was expecting it to be much lighter. I do like these tires. These wheels are super cool. They look like an old steel wheel like you'd see on an old pickup. But the tires look like, you know, the Vendetta tires are more of like a street tire. These have a little bit more of an off-road tread. And the tires say it could do off-road, but the clearance, like I can't even stick my hand under there. I don't know. That's not saying off-road much. So when we take it out for the first run, we're running up and down the street, and then we may take it out back and see how it does. I don't know. Looking at the back bumper, well, bumper, it has a diffuser on the back, really cool looking. And then the front, there's just a nice hard foam bumper. That's nice to have because it protects the body kind of, you know, if there is an impact in the front. And then there's a plastic splitter underneath. And as I thought, and now it's been confirmed, there is a battery included. It's a 3300 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride battery. Just pop that out and take a look at it. Nothing special here, you know, pretty typical nickel metal hydride battery. It does have the Spectrum Smart IC3 connector on it, so you can hook that up to a Spectrum Smart charger. These are also compatible with the EC3 connectors, so you don't have to have the Spectrum Smart charger. It is a nice option for beginners because it's kind of foolproof. You plug it in, the charger recognizes what kind of battery it is and sets it automatically. All right, so let's pop the body back on. And there's a box that came in the box. I'm assuming that has the transmitter and probably some documentation in there. Take a look. Here's our transmitter. Oop. Looks like there's also a bind plug. So I'm assuming there's a Spectrum receiver in there. And if you have a Spectrum radio, you could probably bind it to it. This is just a basic Spectrum SLT3, you know, real plasticky, kind of cheap. Feels nice in the hand. It's got 3 channels on it, so looks like a decent little radio. You know, typical for ready to run stuff. There's the manual. There's some tools in there. And then there's another little box. I'm going to assume this is the charger. Yep. Basic little wall wart charger. Got the IC3 connector on the end of it. I'm sure this thing probably takes a couple hours to charge the battery, but this is a perfect setup for somebody who's just getting into the hobby. You know, because a lot of times people will go out and buy an expensive car, and then they're all excited to get home, and then they realize, oh, it doesn't come with a battery. It doesn't come with a charger. So that's just an additional cost on top of what they just spent on a new car. So with something like this, it's really completely ready to run. It's got everything you need, and you can upgrade it along the way. One thing to note is there are no batteries included for the transmitter. It does take 4 AA's, so keep that in mind if you're getting one of these for a kid's birthday or Christmas or something like that. Pick up a pack of AA's and they'll be set and ready to roll. I did just pick up one of these Sky RC GNSS performance analyzers. You attach it to the car. I'll probably put it on the chassis. And there's an app on your phone, and you can record all kinds of stuff on it. I'm mostly interested in speed, so I will be strapping that down to this car. See what kind of speed we get out of it with the battery that came along with it and just the stock gearing. I've seen a few videos online. Seems like it's about 22 miles an hour. We'll find out here in a little bit after I charge up the battery. Take it out for a rip, and then we'll take it out back, see if we can do a little bash session with it. I don't know how it's going to handle the sand, but we'll see. Okay, got the truck outside. It's a beautiful day out. Got a nice, freshly paved road. They just repaved my road last year. So, first rip with this thing. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, nothing crazy. You can spin it on pretty good though. Does some good donuts. It's not crazy fast, but yeah, not bad. Oh, that is super fun. Oh, does not go in the grass well. All right, so I've got the little GNSS performance analyzer on there, and oh yeah, look at that. Already it was giving me a little readout. Well, you probably can't see it now. Let me put that up there. So I haven't used this thing yet, so I think I'm gonna hit start now, maybe track, and then start. And then we'll take this thing, run it down there. Bring her back. This is full throttle. So, I mean, it's not pretty good for a brush system, but nothing crazy. Do a couple rips and then we'll see how fast she goes. It's super fun. So let's see what we got. Okay, I think we go read. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't really tell me anything. So, I don't know. How do we do this? Let's stop it. Oh, then maybe we can read. Oh, look at that. Okay. Average speed, 16 miles an hour. Max speed, 22 miles an hour, which is right up with what everybody else is saying, how fast it goes. So I guess that's about all you get out of the brush system. All right, now that we're done playing on the pavement, I wanted to bring it out back. This thing's got some kind of off-roadish tires. Let's see how it does on the dirt. I don't know, because some of the areas back here there is some taller grass, so I guess we'll see how it goes. I'll still throw some dirt around, that's for sure. See how it takes a jump. Yeah, not bad. Definitely not made for this kind of terrain, but actually does surprisingly well. Oh, except for there. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's just too deep there for it. So, I have to give her a little hand here. I was hoping to hit that jump over there. I don't know. Oh, there we go. I think in the sand is about where we can be with this thing. Let's take her back here and see if we can battle with the pine cones. Yep, stuck on a pine cone. I don't know, what do you think? Should I try and hit this jump? Yeah, why not? What does ARRMA say? Don't just bash, blast. Not very graceful on the jumps. Try and do a little better on that. Yeah, not much suspension travel there. That hit pretty hard on the landing, but she'll take it. Oh, I dug right in there. Let's go see. Yeah, I made an indent in the ground here. That's the ARRMA shovel. We got some donuts ripping though. Alright, back in the front, pop the body off. That dirt back there is a little wet. We got some rain over the past couple of days. You can see all the stuff that's collected in the chassis. It's definitely not really set up to run in the dirt like that, but I wanted to give it a shot. Like I said, these tires are kind of off-roadish, but not much ground clearance there. So, but there you guys have it. That's initial run of the ARRMA Infraction Mega, or what I like to call the baby Infraction. I'm going to clean this thing up, zip it down the road a few times, get all the dirt off, and wrap it up. And, Boy, that thing is pretty fun, even for a brushed car. It's pretty fun with that four-wheel drive and them little tires and real low slung. It just, you can really get this thing whipping around. overall, I like the truck. It's pretty fun. If you guys are looking for something, you know, kind of quick, you can come out on the street and sling around, do some donuts and stuff like that. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but for 300 bucks, I think it's pretty good. I do plan on doing some upgrades on this thing. I think a brushless system is in order, but I just wanted to give it a shot as it comes out of the package. You know, why not? See what it can do. Had a lot of fun out here. You can take it off-road, I guess. It did okay back there. I don't think this would be a good choice for an off-road basher by any means, but overall I think it's pretty good. What do you guys think about it? Put your comments down below. I'd love to read them. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.